What if humanity is on the brink of a great awakening? A shift in consciousness that could transform the world as we know it. But what does it mean to awaken collectively? And how can we, as individuals, be part of this shift? Collective awakening is a shift in consciousness that happens on a global scale. It's when humanity begins to wake up to deeper truths and act from a place of awareness and connection. This awakening isn't just personal. It ripples through communities, nations, and eventually, the entire world. It's like the world's largest, slowest alarm clock finally going off. Except you can't hit snooze on this one, and there's no coffee waiting. We see signs of this awakening everywhere. In the growing awareness of global issues like climate change and inequality, and in the shift from materialism toward values like compassion, sustainability, and connection. These aren't isolated trends, they're symptoms of humanity's evolving consciousness. Throughout history, we've witnessed similar shifts: the Renaissance, the Enlightenment, the Civil Rights Movement. Each represented a collective step forward in human awareness. Today's awakening, however, is happening on an unprecedented scale, accelerated by global communication and shared crises. But powerful forces keep humanity unconscious. Just as individuals can be trapped in unconscious patterns, so can humanity as a whole. Fear, division, and societal conditioning keep us asleep, disconnected from each other and the truth of our shared existence. Media, education, and cultural norms often prioritize conformity over critical thinking. Consumerism and materialism distract us from deeper truths, keeping us chasing external validation rather than inner wisdom. Fear-based narratives, political polarization, us versus them mentalities keep people divided and disconnected. We're so busy trying to keep up with the Kardashians that we forgot to keep up with our own consciousness. The irony is, we're scrolling through mindfulness apps while completely mindless. Perhaps most fundamentally, the illusion of separation, the belief that we are separate from each other and the planet, perpetuates unconscious behavior. This illusion allows us to exploit resources, ignore suffering, and act against our collective interest. It's humanity's oldest prank, one we've played on ourselves. We're like water droplets convinced we're not part of the same ocean, arguing about which raindrop is superior. Yet despite these forces, we're seeing powerful examples of collective awakening in action. Social justice movements like the #MeToo and Black Lives Matter reflect a growing awareness of systemic issues and a collective desire for justice and equality. These movements challenge long-standing societal norms and inspire people to take action from a place of awakened consciousness. Environmental movements like Fridays for Future show a shift towards sustainability and responsibility for the planet. Young people especially are awakening to the reality that our survival depends on a fundamental shift in how we relate to Earth. Some spiritual teachers suggest we're experiencing a global dark night of the soul, a collective spiritual crisis forcing humanity to confront its shadow. Pandemics, climate disasters, political unrest. These challenges are painful but potentially transformative, pushing us toward higher consciousness. Spiritual traditions have long taught that awakening is not just an individual journey, it is a collective one. In Vedanta, the concept of Maya, the veil of illusion, applies not just to individuals, but to humanity as a whole. Buddhism teaches that collective suffering can lead to collective liberation. As more individuals awaken, their awareness creates a ripple effect. Each awakened person becomes a light that illuminates the path for others. This doesn't mean perfection. It means progress toward greater connection and compassion. So how can you contribute to this collective awakening? Start with yourself. Cultivate awareness through mindfulness, meditation, and self-reflection. Though if you're like me, your first meditation attempts probably involved making grocery lists and wondering if you remembered to turn off the stove. Enlightenment isn't exactly instant ramen. Question societal norms and live in alignment with your values. Notice when you're acting from fear or separation rather than love and connection. Take action in your community. Support causes that align with your values, whether social justice, environmental sustainability, or spiritual growth. Engage in acts of kindness and connection that ripple outward. Share your journey with others, not by preaching, but by embodying awakened consciousness in your daily interactions. But maybe wait until they ask. Nothing kills a dinner party faster than announcing you've achieved cosmic consciousness while everyone's still on their appetizers. When you live with awareness, you naturally inspire others to do the same. Imagine a world where humanity lives in harmony, with each other, with the planet, and with the truth of our shared existence. A world where we prioritize compassion over competition, sustainability over short-term gain, connection over division. This isn't a utopian fantasy. It's the natural outcome of collective awakening. And while we may not achieve it perfectly in our lifetime, each step toward greater consciousness matters. Collective awakening is not just a dream, it's a possibility. And it begins with you. Your awakening contributes to humanity's awakening. Your consciousness shapes our collective consciousness. In our next video, we'll explore the hidden forces shaping our reality and how they influence our journey to awakening. Until then, remember, in a world of sleepwalkers, the one who awakens changes everything.